Welcome friends to the Honors New Student Orientation. The program will be beginning at 1 p.m. Pacific time with a little trivia, and join us in the chat, say hey so we can participate in our trivia really soon. Hello friends! Welcome to the Honors New Student Orientation. Again, we will be starting at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and in the meantime, why don't you let us know what's your favorite Starbucks order or what's your favorite song in the chat, and while we wait for our trivia, talk to us. And yeah, see you at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Hey friends, we love seeing your all that engagement in the chat. I also love brew tea. I definitely recommend if you haven't tried it before. And just a little reminder, we'll be starting at 1 p.m. Pacific time with a little trivia. See you then. Are y'all ready for some UNLV trivia? Be sure you've joined the chat so you can participate and go throughout this program. We'll be using it a lot, so yeah, we'll also be having a bonus question in a few minutes, and the winner is going to get a really cool UNLV swag prize. Alrighty, here we go. So the first question is, what are the official colors, school colors of UNLV? Is it A, silver and black, B, scarlet and gray, or C, gray and red? It's got a lot of cute color combinations here, and guess which one it is. So the options are A, silver and black, B, scarlet and gray, or C, gray and red. Ooh, we're getting a lot of B's in the chat as well. Let's see what it is. Alrighty, yeah, the answer is B, and a lot of you guessed it, so good job. Our official school colors are scarlet and gray. Moving on to the second question. What is the name of the arena that is home of the Runnin' Rebels basketball? Is it A, the Thomas and Mack Center, B, the Allegiant Stadium, or C, the Cox Pavilion? And to go over those again, is it A, the Thomas and Mack Center, B, Allegiant Stadium, or C, the Cox Pavilion? And the answer is... just kidding. Yep, the answer is the Thomas and Mack Center. Woohoo, we love to see it. Fun facts about our other stadiums. The Allegiant Stadium is a brand new home of UNLV football and the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Cox Pavilion is home to the Mountain West champion UNLV volleyball team. Little fun fact, students get free tickets to all of UNLV's Rebel home games, so be sure to activate your student ticket account and join the rebellion. Moving on to the next question. Approximately how many registered student clubs and organizations are at UNLV? Is it A, 200, B, 300, or C, 400? What do y'all think? We do have quite a few, so let's see your guesses in the chat. There are so many, so like we said, guess 200, 300, or 400. I'm a part of quite a few, from UNLV Buddies to CSUN, which is our student government, a part of some pre-professional clubs as well. Being a pre-med, I'm a part of the American Women's Medical Association as well as the American Medical Student Association. And yes, there are so many to choose from like the ones I've listed, or you can go after your pre-professional dreams or literally just whatever you're interested in. So we're seeing a variety of answers, a lot of 300s and 400s. Let's see what the answer is. What could it be? Let's see. The answer is 400. That is quite a number. We have so many opportunities to choose from, and you can search for opportunities through UNLV's Involvement Center, and students can also start their own club or organization if they don't find one that finds their unique interests. So now we're going to be moving on to the bonus trivia question, and the winner will win a really cool UNLV swag prize. And we'll be using the chat for this question, so the first person to type in the correct answer will win the prize. Alrighty, here we go. So the question is, what year was UNLV founded? And just to repeat that, the question is, what year was UNLV founded? Good luck, y'all! And also, it's been a minute, so let's see your guesses. Oh, we see a lot of 1900s. I think that's a really good range. Let's see. Oh my gosh, so many answers. Let's see who got the first one. And in case you missed it, the question was, what year was UNLV founded? Oh, and we have our winner. So congratulations to Brooklyn Mumford. You are correct and you got the answer first. UNLV was founded on September 10th, 1957 to be exact. So hey, Brooklyn Mumford, please reach out to orientation@unlv.edu with your mailing address so we can get you a cool swag prize. Thank you all for participating. Now, with further ado, I'm going to hand it over to your amazing co-host, or your amazing host, Ryan, to get your new student orientation started.
Alrighty, hello Rebels, and welcome to your UNLV New Student Orientation. We are truly thrilled for you to be here today to celebrate your achievements as an honor student and officially welcome you to the Rebel family. Now, as you enter into the next phase of your life, you'll be joining a vibrant and highly diverse community of students, faculty, and staff who are anxious to get to know you, the newest members of our Rebel family. Now, over the past year, the world has changed drastically, but clearly that hasn't stopped you from charging ahead. Just by showing up today, by whatever means possible, and wherever you're joining us from, whether it's here in Las Vegas or somewhere across the country, you're showing a tremendous amount of strength, determination, and courage, and you have already shown what it truly means to be a Rebel. Now, at UNLV, Rebel stands for community, for problem solving, and for making impact. Since joining UNLV as a student, and now as a proud alum, I have really come to understand what community really means here on campus. Now, our entire world has been thrusted into uncertainty. We're navigating a new future together, we're fighting a virus, we're advocating for social justice, and we're demonstrating that we will prevail stronger together than ever before. And I'm more proud than ever to be a Rebel, and I'm truly thrilled that all of you are joining us here today. Now, my name is Ryan Romero, and I'm a proud UNLV alum, two-time alum, with my bachelor's and master's here on campus, and your orientation host, and actually an admissions counselor for some of you. I recognize quite a few of you in the chat from my schools. And I'm excited to introduce you to people from all across campus today who are going to share their perspectives with you. And I'd like to kick things off by allowing my amazing co-hosts to introduce themselves. Take it away, Sarah, and go ahead.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah, and I'm an incoming sophomore this year. And I'm a pre-professional biology major with minors in neuroscience and addiction prevention. And last but not least, I'm from this wonderful town of Las Vegas, and I'm so happy to be your co-host on this very important day and to officially welcome you to UNLV. We have a diverse community of over 30,000 students coming from over 70 different countries in all 50 states, and we can't wait to meet you. Ryan and I want to kick things off by learning a bit more about you and your fellow classmates that are with us here today. So let's take a moment to share where you are joining us from in the chat. Back to you, Ryan.
Alrighty, thank you. And speaking of the chat, I hear that you all want me to sing. Maybe we'll get to that, but let's get the orientation started. While you are sharing in your chat where you're from, I'll share a little bit about my Rebel journey. So I remember not too long ago that I was in your shoes at my orientation. This was back in 2013, so it's been a minute. But I came to Las Vegas from California originally, a place called Temecula, if anyone knows where it is, about half an hour from San Diego. But I didn't know a single person when I came here, but I was eager to learn about the opportunities that awaited me here at UNLV. Now, little did I know that my new student orientation would mark the start of a journey filled with experiences that have truly changed my life. And I compare this journey to a marathon. And for those of you who may not know, a marathon is 26.2 miles. It is a lot of them. 42.2 kilometers, if anyone measures in that as well. And this metaphor works for me because I've developed a huge passion for participating in marathons. It's been cheered on every step of the way by this amazing Rebel community. So the pictures you see on the screen are me in various locations. In 2019, I actually ran 10 marathons in that one year. On the left, that's me in Seattle, Washington. And on the right, that is me in Chicago. So I went coast to coast at that. And at the beginning of every race, there's a starting line. And today, this is your starting line, the beginning of your journey as a rebel. But before you take off, take a moment and step back and thank those that got you here today. You can't begin any race without an amazing cheering section there to support you. Now, as my race here at UNLV started, I was lucky enough to have friends, family, and faculty cheering me on my way. I completed my first mile, exploring my major in hospitality management with an events concentration, and finding my passion. I soon continued my race and reached the halfway mark, and I realized I'd accomplished so much so far, and things truly just kept getting better from there. Before I knew it, I was elected the student body vice president, I won homecoming king, I helped UNLV break a Guinness World Record, and then I graduated with a bachelor's degree. And then I crossed the finish line and became an admissions counselor at my alma mater. Now, many other people that run races just like I do, we go back and we want to run a second race. That's exactly what I did recently with UNLV. I ran my second race and got my master's at UNLV. And who knows, maybe I'll go and run another race and get a PhD. But in my mind, I won first place. And regardless of what you do race-wise, you actually get a medal. And I want to share with you my medal. This is actually my favorite medal I've gotten from a race. This is the Las Vegas Marathon medal. It's very Vegas-y. It has a strip right here. There's a poker chip at the top that spins. On the back, my name's engraved. And it's very gold. So what's cool about this is it's actually the only event that shuts down the Las Vegas Strip. So if you want to run on it, you can do that. If you're not a runner, like many of my friends are, they don't run, they go and watch the race. So you can experience it in both aspects. So it's a little bit about my life. And another aspect of my life is my job. And I love my job because I get to do fun things like this and get to wear outfits just like the one that you're looking at. My experiences, past and present, have shown me that there is nothing on campus that I can't do. I treasure my years here as a student and most recently as a proud staff member. So that's a little bit about my life, and this was my marathon course, and it will look different for you. But know that you're all working towards the same goal, and that's graduation. I know most of you just graduated high school a little bit ago in the past few weeks, but I look forward to being part of your journey and seeing you at that finish line for your graduation here at UNLV. Now, the pictures you see on the screen are from my graduation. The ones on the left are from my undergrad back in 2017, and the ones on the right are me celebrating and hosting our virtual commencement that we had for grad school back in 2020. Now, if you look at the picture on the left, you can see the people around me have their caps decorated. We highly encourage that here at UNLV, and you can't really see mine. So I wanted to share my graduation cap with you that I designed, and I actually brought it. It's one of my most prized possessions. So here is my UNLV cap. Sparkles in the lights that we have here. I actually didn't come up with the idea until literally the night before. I woke up in the middle of the night. I'm like, I know what I want to do. So I grabbed 300 rhinestones, glued on a cap, glued some wire together, and made it light up. So this is one of my favorite things here at UNLV. And I always love to kind of wear it when I can. Not that I wear it all the time. But when you do graduate, I look forward to seeing your graduation cap and all the amazing things that you'll accomplish during your time here at UNLV. Now, moving forward, I challenge all of you to immerse yourselves into opportunities and step outside of your comfort zone. Meet new people, maybe in the chat today, and make lasting connections. You will truly be glad you did. That's because your UNLV journey starts today. I always love seeing that video, and I can't wait for all of you to experience this amazing campus community that you'll soon be joining. And you all have a good vibe because this chat is amazing, so keep it up, really. Now, good news, UNLV is planning for a majority of courses to be offered in person and all campus offices to be open for in-person services. So if you want to come down to the admissions office in the later years, I would love to get to meet you, or if I just see you on campus, come say hi. I would love to get to know you. Now, we do place the health and safety of our students, faculty, and staff at the forefront, and we will continue to follow public health guidelines related to COVID-19. And I know you would all love to be on campus right now, but I assure you, we have planned quite a great virtual orientation, if I do say so myself, for you today, and virtual programs all throughout the summer to make sure you are truly ready to be a rebel come this fall semester. So let's get things started with an overview of your orientation program, and I'll pass it back over to my co-host Sarah to break it down for you. Sarah?
Thanks, Ryan. I totally agree with you. I love the vibes in the chat, so keep it coming, y'all. We love to see it. So to get things started, the first half of your virtual orientation will take place right here in the UNLV TV live event. First, you'll hear a welcome message from our UNLV president, and then you get to hear from the leaders in your new academic home, the UNLV Honors College. And then you'll hear from our amazing student speakers about her UNLV experience. And afterwards, you will be joining us in celebrating your official I Am a Rebel moment and learn more about the community you're going to join. And next, you'll hear from some of our awesome orientation leaders, some of my besties, and find out ways to stay connected throughout the summer. And then you'll get to hear from our provost and listen to the Creating Your Future presentation. And after that presentation, you'll be able to ask our student panel questions about student life at UNLV. We'll then wrap up the live event and the first half of your orientation with things you need to do to get ready for your first semester. The second half of your orientation will take place in Web Campus, which is UNLV's official online learning system. Ryan and I will dismiss you after this live event when it's time to head over to Web Campus. And you'll be joining with a live interactive presentation with your academic advisor. It's going to be really great. I love seeing them. And during this presentation, you'll learn more about your major, resources, and involvement opportunities within your college. And your fall semester class schedule will be there as well. So after this live presentation, you are required to complete the new Student Orientation Web Campus course. You'll need to pass the quiz to successfully earn your college badge, and you'll end the day at an orientation group meetup with your favorite orientation besties and academic advisors, as well as your fellow classmates. So join to get your questions answered and celebrate your first day as a rebel. Back to you, Ryan.
Alrighty, so the first speaker you'll hear from today is our UNLV president, Dr. Keith E. Whitfield. He made a video message to welcome all of you to this special day. So be sure to jot down his great words of advice. Maybe in the chat, you all are already planning a road trip, I see. Make room for all of us here on campus. And let's go ahead and check out that video together.
Welcome to UNLV. I'm Keith Whitfield. I know you must be excited for this new journey you're starting. You might even feel a bit apprehensive. I've been on the same road that you're now beginning, and it's both thrilling and a little scary. Just know that you're not alone. You're part of a vibrant and highly diverse community filled with people invested in your academic and personal success. My best advice is to tap into the many resources we have at UNLV. Reach out to your professors and advisors for guidance. Share your goals and challenges and ask for their insights in navigating your academic career. I struggled during my first semester in college and even considered dropping out. I didn't know what the problem was, but I reached out to an academic advisor who helped me realize I needed to work on my time management. I went from questioning whether I belonged in college to earning my bachelor's, then a master's, and a PhD. And now I'm a president of this outstanding university. As with any great endeavor, you'll encounter challenges on your path to graduation. We all do. Never hesitate to ask for help. One other thing I really want you to do is to get involved beyond your classes. We have more than 350 student groups and many opportunities to connect with peers, even virtually, who share your interests and passions. These connections will strengthen your skills and form a network of professional contacts and lifelong friendships. Today, you join a community of researchers, innovators, and inventors, of artists, creators, and community problem solvers. No matter what your degree path, we're here to help you. I encourage you today to commit to face any challenge head-on and make it to commencement day. I can't wait to celebrate your success, and welcome to UNLV.
It's so great to hear from President Whitfield and see the beautiful campus. I've actually gotten a chance to meet him a few times, and he is a great guy. So with that, when you ever see him on campus, go up and introduce yourself. He would love to get to know the new students that are here on campus. Now, next, I'm thrilled to introduce you to some leaders at the UNLV Honors College that are going to welcome you to your new academic home and share more about this wonderful community that you're going to join pretty soon. They're joining us today from Studio B here in the UNLV TV studio on the other side of our wall. And that is going to be my great friend and colleague. So David, it is so great to see you. Take it away.
Thank you, Ryan. Greetings to the 36th incoming class of Honors College. My name is David Grant Sinclair, and I'm the Assistant Director for Admissions and Recruitment at Honors College. But you may know me by a different name. honors.admissions@unlv.edu. Yes, I am the person behind the email address. And I've used that email address and a variety of other platforms to communicate with you about Honors College. I've answered your questions, and I've challenged many of you to choose to be extraordinary with us. Thank you for accepting that challenge. Something else you may not know about me is that I also process all of the applications, which means I've seen all of your transcripts, I've read all of your letters of recommendation, I've read your essays and your resumes, and I'm so very impressed by everything you have already achieved. But truth be told, I'm also a little jealous. You see, whether you realize it or not, you're about to embark on a journey with us. And you're going to have new experiences, you're going to meet new friends, and you're going to have new ideas. And those new ideas may change the big plans that you think you already have for your future. And that's okay. It's natural that things change. I'm just privileged and honored that you have chosen to go through these many changes and this big journey with us. My job today is to usher you into this new life. So without further ado, I would like to introduce to you the Dean of the Honors College, Dr. Andrew Hansen.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Andrew Hansen, Dean of the Honors College. And that's me in the blue baseball cap on the left with a group of Honors College students up at Mount Charleston just outside of Las Vegas. I want to welcome all of you, and it's always a great day when we get to welcome our newest class of students to campus. Now, I arrived back at UNLV back in 2000, before most, if not all of you, were even born. I had just finished my PhD in geological and environmental sciences at Stanford University, and I was eager to start my academic career. And at that time, I had no expectations or plans to be a faculty member in the Honors College, but as fate would have it, 12 years later, I became the Associate Dean of the Honors College, and 3 years ago, I became the Dean. In many ways, the Honors College reminds me of my time at Stanford. That was a great time of my life, when I was surrounded by smart, hardworking students and faculty members. My classmates and I had a strong desire to learn as much as we possibly could. We wanted to be able to lead and to make a difference in life. We wanted meaningful and satisfying careers that would allow us to give back. Being surrounded by high-achieving classmates motivated me to do my best. I became part of a cohort that was very supportive, very engaged, and ultimately became very successful within our careers. I love seeing that sense of engagement amongst the students in the Honors College. Every day we witness smart, caring, engaged students doing extraordinary things. We see them struggle to learn difficult concepts, but ultimately achieve success. We see them making intellectual connections and making new discoveries. We see them developing friendships that may last for the rest of their lives. And sometimes we see romances bloom. Now, you are embarking on a new journey, and it may seem like your graduation is a long way away, but time is going to fly, and you'll be moving on to the next thing in life before you know it. So I want to share a story that may serve as an example of what may come for you. 2 summers ago, I hiked about 110 miles on the Pacific Crest Trail. The PCT, as it's known, runs up the spine of California, Oregon, and Washington. I had never done anything like that before, so I was excited to begin the trip, but also a little bit nervous about whether this was something that I could still do at the age of 62. I had to overcome a fear of bears, mountain lions, and rattlesnakes. But halfway through my first day, I realized that my face hurt because I'd been smiling constantly. I was so happy to be on the trail. But on day 2, I experienced what I nicknamed the Cliffs of Terror, which was a very scary section that I had to traverse in order to reach my goal. There were also patches of slippery snowfields to cross, and one day I hiked 20 miles and was exhausted by the end of the day. For some stretches of the trail, I was tormented by swarms of mosquitoes. But there were other days when I felt true ecstasy and saw amazing beauty. When I finished my trip, I felt a huge sense of accomplishment and pride in my achievement. I also felt sadness that this chapter in my life was behind me. But the solution for that is that I plan on taking a hike this summer for more than 500 miles on the PCT later this summer. Our lives, in my view, are not dress rehearsals, so we have to make the most of the days that we get. Now, your time in the Honors College may present many of the same challenges and opportunities of the trip I just described. There will be times when you're anxious to move on to what comes next. There will be times when you are pushed and you'll wonder if you've got what it takes to succeed. And you'll experience doubts at times. When those times come, know that you're stronger than you often give yourself credit for. So push yourself, but know when to step back and not break yourself. When needed, we want you to reach out and take advantage of the support that's all around you. That may come from one of your professors, one of our academic advisors, or any of the multitude of support systems that exist across campus. Now, like many of you, neither of my parents went to college. They instilled in me the importance of college, but in their eyes, and in mine at that time, they thought success in college meant passing classes and earning a degree so that I could have a decent job. Now, a university degree can provide that, but I want to stress that college can and should be so much more than that. Use this time to learn about yourself, to learn about other cultures, other people. Explore the world, whether that means studying abroad, analyzing submicroscopic worlds, figuring out the genomic complexities of life, or exploring aspects of the humanities and arts that inform and enlighten us about who we are as human beings. So get involved in the life of the university. Attend cultural events. Get involved in research. Or join an organization that does things you care about, like this group that prepares meals for homeless, hungry people in our community. We want you to build relationships with your peers, whether it be as part of a Tough Mudder group like the one I'm showing or not. And we want you to build relationships with your professors. Yes, that's me and Dr. Bornholt, our math professor in the Honors College, at the end of a Tough Mudder event that was with our students. I encourage you to get to know our staff, who are all here to support you on your journey. But do more than go to classes and pass exams, because even though that may lead you to a degree, there's so much more that can be earned if you fully engage. There are amazing opportunities awaiting you at UNLV if you're willing to reach out for them, to strive to be the best you can be. Like recent graduates who came before you, you too may become a Goldwater Scholar, a Truman Scholar, a Rangel Graduate Fellowship recipient, a Pickering Fellowship recipient, a Princeton Public Policy and International Affairs Fellow, an intern at the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, a Brookings intern, a Fulbright Scholar, a Gilman Scholar, or a finalist for the Rhodes Scholarship, the Marshall Scholarship, the Knight-Hennessy Scholarship, or the Gates-Cambridge Scholarships. Or you might be a recipient of a critical language scholarship and study abroad in learning Arabic or Chinese or even Azerbaijani. In order to become the best possible person you can be, take advantage of what this place can provide to you. Realize that you can get through your college years by passively drifting along with the flow, but know that your life can be so much more than that, but be responsible in making things work for you. Most great things here or throughout life won't just land in your lap. Sometimes they do, but most of the time they won't. Truly great people keep their eyes and ears open for opportunities. And when they find them, they ask, how can I get involved? Or they simply make those things happen themselves. So don't sit back waiting for someone to invite you to join in. Instead, ask how you can be part of that opportunity and then make the most of it. Now, recent Honors College grads have gone on to careers at places like NASA or one of the Big Four accounting firms. They've gone on to great professional schools like Harvard Law School, to PhD programs at Stanford, or into UNLV's medical school, or the Harvard Kennedy School, or a slew of other great opportunities. Still others have gone to graduate programs in the UK at places like Oxford University or Goldsmiths Art College in London. Others have been Fulbright scholars in China, Norway, and Germany. The point is, UNLV Honors College have great talent and abilities. Being an honors student won't be easy, but nothing that's worth striving for ever is easy. There will be times when the responsibilities that we place on you will feel like a heavy load. You'll find that the expectations and the workloads will be much greater than what you probably experienced in high school. You'll find the demands on your time will seem huge. And unlike most high school classes, you'll need to keep track of deadlines and complete things without reminders. There are times that you'll have self-doubts, but we have confidence that you'll overcome those. We have confidence in your abilities because you've already shown the world that you have the makings of a successful person. And we know that you share the same kinds of traits and ability as those who have gone before you. We know you don't have to complete the Honors College requirements to graduate from UNLV. The Honors College isn't about having to do anything. Instead, it's about wanting to do things. It's about striving to excel, which is as life-affirming an effort as you can get. So welcome to UNLV. Welcome to the Honors College. I can't wait to meet you in person later this summer. And now I want to introduce our Associate Dean, Dr. Lisa Menegaudos. Dr. Menegaudos has degrees in journalism and communications from Syracuse University, UNLV, and Arizona State University. She manages honors classes, runs our internship program, and heads up our research and creative honors program, among a multitude of other things. Dr. Menegaudos, please take it away.
Thank you, Dean Hansen. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Lisa Menegaudos, the Associate Dean of the Honors College, and I'm here to talk with you about how to get involved and truly make the most of your time with us. We've worked hard over the years to create a sense of community in the Honors College. The specific ways we do that will vary somewhat from one year to the next, especially when we're in the middle of a pandemic. But we are really hopeful that campus life will have a much larger sense of normalcy this fall and that you can feel a true sense of connection here. One of the easiest ways to get involved is to become an active member of the Honors Student Council, or HSC. The HSC hosts numerous social events throughout the year. Two of my favorites are seen here. We have Coffee House Night, which we typically hold in the fall, and the Talent Show, typically held in the spring. These events allow Honors College students to showcase their many talents and to support each other. Pre-COVID, the HSC also hosted Halloween parties, Friendsgiving, formal balls, and the spring picnic. These are all great opportunities to take a break from schoolwork and have some fun. Sometimes we have to remind our students that they are more than their GPA and that there is more to life than school. And yes, I am saying that in the Honors College. If we learned anything over the past year, it's how important personal connections are to our mental and physical health. So I really hope that you'll take advantage of the social opportunities that come your way. The Honor Student Council also helps us offer professional development events. These are workshops and panels that help you prepare for your future job or graduate school. For instance, I've hosted workshops on writing resumes and cover letters. We've also done internship panels and an alumni panel where recent graduates talk with their fellow students about their careers and how to set yourself up for professional success. In the past, the HSC invited a financial planner to teach students how to budget and start thinking about investing. We've also hosted a workshop on how to talk to adults. Students told the HSC that that was something they wanted, and the leadership listened. As you can see, the Honors Student Council is an integral part of the HC community. If you're in the Honors College, you're automatically considered a member of the HSC. But how active you are is up to you. You'll hear more about ways to get involved at the start of the fall semester. However, if you want to get involved now or learn more about ways to be proactive here, you can contact the HSC through this email on your screen. I urge you to consider leadership opportunities in the HSC as well. These will give you the opportunity to not only learn leadership skills, but to also help you get experience with event planning and have an influence not only on your own experience here in the Honors College, but also that of your peers as well. Other Honors College student groups that we have here include a book club, the Creative Writing Club, and Beats, a group that meets every other week to listen to and talk about music. If you're into games, we have the Gameology Club and an Honors College Fantasy Football League. But one of my all-time favorite student groups is the Honors Rebellion. This group trains for and participates in Tough Mudders, and as you can tell from these pictures, they love it. When graduates tell us about their most memorable Honors College moments, those who were part of the Honors Rebellion often talk about their Tough Mudder experiences. For many, the bonding and personal growth are life-changing. At the other side of the spectrum, we also have meditation in the mountains, and this is to help you find your center and de-stress. Once you've gotten through your first year and learned the ropes, you can apply to serve as a mentor who helps incoming students like yourself acclimate to college life. And if you're interested in helping our larger Southern Nevada community, we also organize various philanthropic events. Take advantage of these social opportunities and service opportunities early on. Doing so will help you meet new people with shared interests and goals. I also encourage you to take advantage of any opportunity to take your learning to the next level. For example, the Honors College Internship Program. We've partnered with various organizations in Southern Nevada to host semester-long internships for HC students, including the local Susan G. Komen affiliate, Scientific Games, Southern Nevada Adult Mental Health Services, and the Clark County Water Reclamation District. You can visit our website for more information about how Honors College internships work. I encourage you to start thinking about internships your sophomore year. They're a great way to build your resume, develop your workplace skills, and network. Another way to take your learning to the next level is through the Research and Creative Honors Thesis Program. We call it RH for short. The RH program is a chance for you to design your own project over 2 semesters under the guidance of faculty members in your discipline and here in the Honors College. Students who do a research thesis typically collect and analyze data to try to answer a research question. We've had students examine the factors that influence the use of HIV prevention drugs in the Latinx population. They've examined the Black Lives Matter movement and the gender pay gap in academia, among so many other important issues. Some RH students choose to do a creative project for their thesis. We've had students write novels, plays, and books of poetry. Others have designed stadiums and board games. RH students who do creative theses tend to do projects that help build their portfolio. You can learn more about the RH program on our website. As you can see, the Honors College offers you a variety of ways to get involved, to forge new friendships, and take your learning to the next level. But it's up to you to take advantage of those opportunities and really maximize your time with us. We are so thrilled to have you joining the Honors College community. Please know that we're here to help support you and help you thrive. So welcome to UNLV, welcome to the Honors College, and go Rebels!
Thank you so much to our Honors College leaders for being here today and to share all of the opportunities that await you. Now, I want to introduce you to one of my fellow classmates so she can share her story with all of you. Introducing Olivia Checky. She's a senior studying political sciences and a member of the UNLV Honors College. I've had the privilege of working with Olivia through CSUN, as she was my CSUN mentor, and we are honestly besties. We love her. And Olivia is also joining us today from Studio B. Olivia, it's so great to see you, and I love that dress. Take it away.
Thank you all so much. I'm so excited to be here with you at your new student orientation. The world is your oyster is a phrase that often gets thrown around to cement the idea that this world is full of limitless opportunities. And even though life is short in the grand scheme of things, I recognize now that this phrase holds true. Now, a relatively simple quote like this one wouldn't have stuck with me 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or even early last year. However, it gained an entirely new meaning when I heard it from my grandfather. You see, my grandfather is a really big reason as to why I'm here. He grew up with little to nothing, but education paved the way for him to become an incredibly successful lawyer and an even better man. Whether he was marching for civil rights during a time when it wasn't popular to do so, or just sitting around the dinner table with his family, he never failed to inspire me. I lost my grandfather right as we went into lockdown last year, but I find peace in cherishing memories and his words. Words specifically have a lot of power to them. The world is your oyster are words that came when I need to hear them the most during the confusion and change that is college. When you're taking the next steps in your life that will translate to a career, it can be easy to get lost in the road mapping and check boxes that come with planning your future. It can be good to plan things. I did a lot of planning when I was in your position. I remember going to my own new student orientation and thinking about all of the ways in which I could make my college experience perfect. For me, it would be 4 years, planned and prepared for in virtually every aspect. Again, planning can be good, but you may not find your perfect college experience that way. That being said, these next few years will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to shape who you are as a person and what you want out of this world. Now's the time to find what drives and inspires you. More than that though, now's the time to take advantage of anything that fascinates you, even if you didn't see it coming. Because here, the world really is your oyster. You have so much ahead of you and everything is only beginning. Even if an ambition seems like a far-fetched dream, now is the time to make it your reality. Your opportunities here are unlimited, and you are free to think outside of the box or beyond any molds you may have created for yourself. You can think of college as your opportunity to pursue anything and everything that fuels your fire. In my time at UNLV, I've had to view the world as my oyster to make the most out of my experience here. And with this, I realized that it is okay for your journey in higher education to have moments of positive unpredictability. For example, I decided to pursue a degree in political science thinking that the only logical career result would be one in law. It would be secure and it would follow a clear path. I would focus on my GPA, study for the LSAT, get into a really good law school, and spend the rest of my life fighting for the rights of others. It would be just like my grandfather did. I was obsessed with this concept of having a structure that laid everything out for me. However, the world is more flexible than you think, and while structures can be helpful for some, I quickly realized that this structure just wasn't meant for me. I got to a point where I had to consider that there are more opportunities than just the ones I was already familiar with before entering college. While the law definitely interested me, I knew it wasn't something that kept me up at night with genuine excitement. Once I began to take advantage of the resources and opportunities here, I grew past the idea that a political science degree would limit me to a career in law. From there, I knew that I could embrace the wealth of knowledge that came with my major and figure out what really drives me. And since then, I've been pretty successful in figuring out my truest passions. I took a public policy class through Brookings Public Policy minor on a whim because a close friend recommended it to me. And quite frankly, I had the elective space, so why not? I spent the entire semester researching higher education policy and reform, and I found that it really intrigued me. I became fascinated with this concept of big structural change and felt inspired because I knew that there were and still are things to fight for, specifically for students like us. Now, I am incredibly lucky to work as a student researcher for Brookings Mountain West, a public policy think tank that connects UNLV to the Washington, D.C.-based Brookings Institution. Brookings gives me the opportunity to study important policy issues that impact Las Vegas, Nevada, and the broader Mountain West region. More than that, though, I've made connections with empowering people who ended up becoming some of my best friends. I've made memories, immersed myself in work that fascinates me, and found people who feel like home. And hard work pays off. I am also so excited to share that I will be interning with the Brookings Institution's Metropolitan Policy Program in Washington, D.C. this summer, albeit remotely. While I have been blessed with many incredible opportunities here at UNLV, I wouldn't have made it to this point without the serious understanding that there are endless possibilities out there. Today, you may have an idea of certain degrees that will lead to certain outcomes. There's a lot of validity to this. The important thing to remember, however, is that you have a lot of different options to choose from, following a lot of different paths that can be taken. After all, positive risks can be a really, really good thing. One of my favorite positive risks that I took happened relatively early during my UNLV career, but it was one that definitely changed my life for the better. In January 2019, I decided I wanted to represent the College of Liberal Arts as a student senator through CSUN, our student government here at UNLV. With barely any time at this university under my belt, I was really testing my luck. However, I presented before the undergraduate senate with a simple message that remains true to this day. I wanted to help students. One of my greatest privileges was serving as a senator for the College of Liberal Arts for 1.5 years, and just this past spring, I concluded my service as the Senate President for our legislative body. As you take all of this in, ask yourself, how can you explore your wildest dreams and make the most out of your time here? What empowers you? You may be the first person in your family to attend college. On the other hand, you may seek a different college experience than your family before you. You may be sitting here with the goal of making previous generations proud. I relate to that one, as I was in your shoes just a few years ago hoping to make my grandfather proud. I still carry that with me every single day. Regardless of what you want to study, where you see yourself in 10 years, or how you hope to get involved on campus, you have a place here at UNLV. Your journey starts today, and you have an entire community that is ready to help you every step of the way. This school will give you the opportunity to explore your most insane fantasies, learn from incredible faculty, and make a name for yourself. There will be numerous outlets through which you can discover the best version of who you aspire to be. With this, you must keep an open mind, take necessary risks, and remember that anything is possible. You have plenty of time and countless chances. So find what fuels your fire and never let that fire burn out. Welcome to the Rebel family.
Olivia, thank you so much, and I truly always love seeing your polka dot dress. So Rebels, this is your official I Am a Rebel moment. I am so excited for all of you to officially join the Rebel family. Now pull out your phones, jump on social media, and share this special moment with your friends, family, your new UNLV community, and your fellow classmates that are here with us today. What I recommend is taking maybe a screenshot of your screen on your phone or computer, maybe take a selfie with you with your computer, because you're definitely going to want to have that memory later down the road when your phone's like, remember what you were doing last year? And you're like, oh yeah, it was that orientation virtually with Ryan. Well, we want you to have those memories. So when you do take that picture or screenshot, be sure to use the hashtag UNLVbound and tag UNLV admission so that we can retag you so you can get all the likes and all the follows in the future. So I think it's about time that we celebrate your first day as a Rebel with the official UNLV fight song. So you'll be singing this at sporting events or maybe even just on your way to campus when you see each other. But I'm so glad to be the first to get to sing it here with you today. And here we go with the fight song. Welcome to UNLV. And take it away, Sarah.
Woohoo! Welcome to the Rebel family. I can't wait to see all of your photos. We're gonna watch them here. We got a lot of cute ones coming up. Fun fact, last week I saw in my Snapchat memories a little screenshot of my orientation from a year ago. And I was like, wow, I had orientation with Ryan. And then a year afterwards, here I am co-hosting with him. So yeah, exciting stuff. Be sure to use the hashtag UNLVbound hashtag and tag UNLV admissions so we can feature you. And let's check out what some students have been posting so far. Oh my gosh, so cute. We love the smiling faces. Oh, we love to see it. UNLV, that's us. Y'all see that red? Those are our colors. We love it. We love it. You all look so happy. And yeah, keep them coming. We love to see it. I know one cool thing about being a Rebel is getting our new Rebel swag. Thanks to our wonderful sponsors at Silver State Credit Union, we are going to be sending all of you who officially complete your orientation today one of these new student orientation swag packages. And to show y'all what we have, well, we'll save that for last. We have a UNLV mask right here. We have a little UNLV lanyard. We got a bag right here. And last but not least, a little sticker and our UNLV shirt, one of which Ryan is modeling off right now. And yeah, look at all these cool items for y'all.
Indeed I am. So I sing for you, I do costume changes for you. I have these sparkly shoes also as well. I just want to make your orientation as best as I can because it's your virtual one. So yeah, so feel free to keep chatting in the chat. But now that you're official Rebel, we want to share a video about the Rebel community that you're joining. So let's check it out together.
Welcome to UNLV. This is who we are. UNLV student body represents a fantastic mix of identities. We're multi-generational, multicultural, multiracial, and multi-talented. We have one of the most affirmative and dynamic campuses in the country. We pride ourselves in celebrating the diversity of our students, faculty, and staff. We embrace equity and inclusion as core values by listening to others with an open mind and supporting each other in our differences. And we're focused on providing transformative experiences. So, as a university, we offer a robust mix of opportunities to marry academic pursuits with personal interests and community service. We provide a wealth of resources to help you thrive during your time at UNLV. We're here to help you create your future through personal and academic growth.
We are UNLV. We are an amazing community of life experiences, racial and ethnic diversity, sexual orientations, religious beliefs, political ideologies, and many other identities. Looking for a way to build connections on campus in our current virtual context? Maybe you're finding it difficult to connect with your fellow UNLV community. You can always start by checking out 3 important websites: Student Diversity and Social Justice, Student Involvement, and The Intersection. You can find dozens of ways to get involved, get to know people whose experiences are often different than your own. Open yourself to new perspectives and share something of yourself with others. Step outside of your comfort zone with personal growth and development. Make the most of your experience through involvement opportunities by belonging to a student organization you'll find and build lasting connections with, and obviously contributing to a better UNLV community.
UNLV is an opportunity. Moving toward professional and personal fulfillment means learning how to work, create, and discover together. Exploring the unknown may be daunting, but we have each other and lots of resources to help along the way. We can learn to conquer difficulties through critical reflection, openness, and begin to build and strengthen relationships that lead to change and foster understanding and inclusivity. Welcome to the adventure. Welcome to the UNLV family. Welcome to your future.
We are so thrilled to have you join the Rebel family and can't wait to see what you'll contribute during your time here and continue to make this a better community for us all. Now, you're probably wondering where you'll begin to meet new people in the UNLV community and how you'll find your fit. Well, first, y'all are doing really well with that in the chat. And also, I have some extra good news for you. That's exactly what we as orientation leaders are here for. You already have a friend at UNLV, and we want to be there to answer all of your questions, connect you with other students, and provide you with campus resources, as well as involvement opportunities, and really just have fun. So a few of us made this quick video so you can learn a little bit more about what we do. Maybe you'll see a familiar face. Let's see in the intro. And yeah, check it out. Welcome to the Rebel family. We're excited you're here, and we want to tell you a bit about ourselves. We're your orientation leaders. As your orientation leaders, we're here to answer any questions that you may have about UNLV. And we'll be reaching out throughout the summer in emails and phone calls, just to check in with you.
Getting ready to start college can be a little intimidating. We've been in your shoes and we're here for you. We can help with questions about what to expect your first few weeks of classes, share information about all of the resources and involvement opportunities, how to prepare for your first semester, or maybe you just want to talk about our experience being part of the Rebel community.
Stay connected with us this summer. We'll be hosting Monday meetups so you can meet up with your fellow freshmen, get to know each other better, and talk about any questions that you may have. And to keep in touch, you can join our incoming freshman Facebook group and read our blog, The Rebel Rundown. We'll also be hosting summer transition event series that are mandatory for all freshmen to attend. They include information on student life and community and student support and academic enrichment. We'll also be hosting 2 additional sessions with information on residential housing and paying for college that we highly recommend.
If you want to know more about each of us, check out our bios on the Orientation Leader staff page of the UNLV Orientation website. And don't forget, we're here for you. Anytime you have questions for us or want to talk about life as a rebel, just reach out.
I love our team of orientation besties. Your orientation leader will be reaching out to you throughout the summer and through email, as well as calling you too. So pick up and let's have a conversation. And check your email often, not just because you're in college now and officially adulting, but also because we'll be sending you lots of super helpful info and links to join our virtual Monday meetups. And we can't wait to get to know you better this summer.
Sarah, I truly agree. We have an amazing team, and you already have friends here at UNLV. So when we do call you, it'll probably be a 702 number. Feel free to pick it up. We would love to chat with you. And I think we've done a lot at orientation already, so I think it's about time that we take a quick 5-minute break, stretch, grab some coffee, Dutch Bros, Starbucks, whatever you're interested in, and maybe check in with your dog, maybe post a picture with your dog, and if you do post a picture, make sure you use the hashtag UNLVbound and tag UNLV admissions. But we'll see you back here in 5 minutes sharp. Alrighty, and welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that 5 minutes of calming music. Chanel definitely said it when she said that the music is making her sleepy, but it's supposed to be chill music because we definitely know that self-care is important. We want you to have those 5 minutes to kind of chill as a whole. So with that, kind of on the topic of self-care, I would love to hear what are some ways that you help with de-stressing. You're going into college, and we want to hear some community ideas of how do you de-stress. If you didn't notice from earlier, I like to run. So I like working out. It's definitely a big thing for me. I try to wake up as early as I can and go running or do some working out before I get the day started. Just like sets a good tone. So feel free to put in the chat what some of your favorite ways to de-stress are. And while hopefully you were able to stretch, but let's go ahead and jump right back into it. It's time to introduce you to your academic home here at UNLV. Let's begin with learning a little bit about that from the person who oversees it. That's our Vice President and Provost, Dr. Chris Hebe. Let's check out this video he made for you. Go ahead, take it away, Dr. Hebe.
Hi, I'm Chris Hebe, the Executive Vice President and Provost of UNLV, and I am absolutely delighted to welcome you to the university. New student orientation is my second most favorite day in the life of the university because we get to welcome new members of the Rebel family. This university exists for you. All of us are here, and all of the buildings and all of the facilities are here to support your success and to help you build the platform for the future that you want. So I hope you're excited to be here. We're certainly excited to welcome you. When I think about college, I think about it mostly as an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to learn things and to build skills that'll help you have the life that you want after you leave here. But as an opportunity, you need to make sure to take advantage of it. Make sure that you work hard in the classroom, learn and be prepared when you go to those classes, and ask for help when you need it. And especially look for opportunities outside of the classroom, because college can be so much more than just what you learn inside of classrooms. There's opportunities to get involved in research and opportunities to get involved in student organizations and clubs, opportunities within your college, across the whole university in the performing arts and the creative arts and many different things that you can do while you're here. It's an incredible playground of opportunities to enrich yourself. So be sure you go and look for some of those opportunities and make your college experience more than just what you get through your classes. I also want to say that you need to be prepared to be successful at the university because some of the things you're going to encounter are likely to be challenging. When I say new student orientation is my second most favorite day, my favorite day at the life of the university is graduation, when we celebrate you for what you've achieved as a student. You walk across the stage and your family and friends will clap for you and we'll shake your hand saying, congratulations, you've done it. You earned what you came here for. We know everyone who comes to the university has what it takes to be successful. The only question is, will you do what it takes to be successful? Work hard, overcome the challenges that you encounter, and ask for help. Because as I said, every person at this university is here to help support your success. So again, welcome. If you're coming to us as a new student fresh out of high school, we're excited, or if you're coming to us as a transfer student already versed in what college is like. Either way, we're here for you. We're excited for what you're going to be able to learn and do while you're at UNLV, and we encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity, persevere through any challenges that you encounter, ask for help when you need it, so that we can celebrate you as you walk across the stage on graduation day, having earned the degree you came here for. Welcome.
It's always so great to hear from Dr. Hebe, and I've been a part of the orientation team for a little bit, and Dr. Hebe really does love this day, and he's invested in your success. Speaking of academic success, I am thrilled to introduce you to our next speakers who are joining us today in the studio, being the UNLV's TV studio, right on the other side of us. And that is going to be two friends and colleagues of mine, Dr. Laurel Pritchard and Dr. Jeff Orgera. Take it away, Laurel.
Thanks, Ryan. Hi, I'm Laurel Pritchard. I'm the Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education here at UNLV.
Hi, I'm Jeff Orgera. I'm Associate Vice Provost for Student Success, and we're so glad that you're here with us today.
We're delighted to welcome you to your new student orientation. We call this presentation Creating Your Future because that's what we believe you're here at UNLV to do.
New student orientation is a big step. It's the next phase of your life as an adult. And it's an exciting time for not only you, your family and supporters, but all of us here at UNLV. We love welcoming new students to the campus because we just know this academic journey is filled with so many important milestones. So just know you're in the driver's seat, but you're not alone. We're all here with you, staff, faculty, to make sure that you have a successful time here at UNLV.
Provost TV mentioned that his favorite day of the year is graduation day. And this is what graduation day at UNLV looks like. It's one of my favorite days too. And in just a few short years, you're going to be celebrating your graduation from UNLV. And it's going to be an epic journey from New Student Orientation Day to graduation day. And like any epic journey, you're going to need the support of your family, friends, and of course, all the faculty and staff. You're going to need perseverance so you can stick through to the end, and you're going to need a plan. And so that's really what Jeff and I are here to talk to you about today. What are the things that we're doing to help you make that plan and stick to it? And what are the things that you can be doing to make sure you stay on a successful path and make it all the way to graduation day? Provost TV also talked about college as an opportunity. And we believe that UNLV offers some truly unique and exceptional opportunities to you as students. First, you have the opportunity to study at a top-tier research university. That means that our faculty are doing cutting-edge research and creative work in their fields, and you can be a part of it. So we really encourage you to explore that and get to know your faculty and what they do. You'll also have the opportunity to learn, participate, and even lead in one of the most diverse college campuses in the country. And by learning from other students who maybe come from very different backgrounds and have very different experiences than you, we think you'll be able to expand the way you think and explore new ideas and even become better communicators. So we hope that you explore all of these opportunities as you make your way into your first year at UNLV, because we think it will help you to launch into a very bright future. Speaking of that bright future, you may have already chosen a major, or maybe you haven't. That's okay. Either way, we've got you covered with your academic home in one of our colleges. So if you're still exploring, your home will be in the Academic Success Center. If you've chosen a major, your home will be in one of our other colleges. So for example, if you're majoring in computer science, you'll be part of our College of Engineering. So what is a college anyhow? Well, it's a community of faculty and staff who specialize in a particular academic area. It's led by a dean, and everybody who works in that college is there to help you learn and grow. And one of the support services that lives in your college that's really important is academic advising. You'll find your advisor in your academic advising center, and we encourage you to visit them early and often. So now that you know what a college is, we'd like to know which college you're planning to join. So go ahead and type into the chat which of our colleges you're planning to join in the fall. So you'll learn a lot of really specific information in your major and in your college. But that's not all you need to learn in college. There are a lot of other more general, transferable skills that we want to make sure that you have. We call those the ULOs, or University Undergraduate Learning Outcomes. These are the skills and knowledge that we expect every single UNLV graduate to have. As you can see, these aren't specific to any field. They're very general, they're very transferable, and importantly, employers value them. They're things like communication, citizenship and ethics, cultural knowledge and awareness, and critical thinking. So you'll start to see these emphasized in your first year seminar that you'll take in your first or second semester. You'll also see them in your general education courses, and even some emphasis in the courses in your major. We've also developed some career competencies to go along with these so that you can extend your knowledge of the ULOs into skills you actually apply in the workplace. So now that I've talked a little bit about ways that we're supporting your experience at UNLV, Jeff's going to tell you more about what you can do to make the most of your time at UNLV.
So college, like life, is about getting better at things every day, whether it's your courses, what's going on in your courses, managing your money, your relationships, your emotions. So it's important to approach this experience at UNLV with a really open mindset. The idea that you're going to focus on improving your skills, whether it's in writing, mathematics, public speaking, you name it. The other thing to keep in mind is that you want to reflect on what you're learning and how you're learning, the time that you're spending on your studies, and how you can do better. So every assignment that you get back and every grade, you should be thinking about, how did I prepare for that and how can I do better next time? Think of the feedback that you're getting as constructive and as a way to make you improve, because you're going to change a lot in college over these next 4 years, and it's important to take all the feedback that you're getting and channel it into becoming a better person and investing in yourself. One way to help with that feedback and using it is to build your support network of faculty members, advisors, and always seek support from your classmates and the people around you. That promotes your grit and your resilience and your ability to pick yourself up and move forward in the face of challenges, which you will face in college. The last thing is to be curious. It's so important to be intellectually curious about what's going on in your classes, whether it's math or biology or public relations, whatever it may be. And you can be curious by not only asking questions in class, but asking questions of yourself about, why is this content important? Why does this matter? Okay, so a couple of things you can do to focus on getting better every day. Really, the success formula for college is being engaged, and that's being engaged in the classroom and outside of the classroom. I encourage you, like Dr. Heavey said, join clubs and organizations, seek out internships, find service learning opportunities that you can contribute and give back to our community. These things will make you a better student, and they'll help you synthesize what you're learning in the classroom, what's happening in the real world, so that you become a better student and contribute to society. Lastly, what can you do to celebrate your strengths? You have a lot of strengths and a lot of abilities that got you here to UNLV. So it's important to rely on those strengths and leverage them as you face your courses and face the experience here. It's so important to create a routine. So habits form quickly, so it's much better to form a positive habit, study skills, getting up for classes, spending time on task, so that way that gets solidified as your routine and not a bad habit. And then lastly, build support network with your academic advisors. I recommend one appointment with your academic advisor each semester before you register for classes, and also make an appointment with every faculty member to visit them during office hours. They're waiting there to work with you, help you learn, clarify assignments, and you get to learn about what their research interests are and their path in higher education, and they're the folks that can mentor you along in this journey. So the most important thing, seek balance in your life, both in school and in life, and you'll have a much better experience here at UNLV.
Fun fact, professors whose office hours you've been to write better letters of recommendation. So keep that in mind too. So we talked a little bit at the beginning of this presentation about graduation day. And as Jeff and I both emphasized, it's going to be a journey from today to graduation day, but we know that you can make it. You are going to face some challenges along the way. College, like anything else that's worth doing, is challenging. So when you have one of those days where you're up against something really tough and you say, I'm not sure I can do this, or do I really belong here? Close your eyes and envision, who are you going to be on your graduation day? How will you have changed and grown? what will you have learned? And what will lie ahead of you? If you can envision that, you can do it. You can graduate from UNLV. We are so excited to have you here. We're already excited to celebrate your graduation in a few years. Thank you for choosing UNLV, and welcome.
Thanks, Dr. Pritchard and Dr. Orgera. Now that y'all know a little more about UNLV, we want you to get the chance to ask questions about life as a student at UNLV. So next, you'll hear from a panel of my fellow orientation leaders and besties who are current UNLV students. They're going to share their experiences and tips and words of advice, and we definitely want to hear your questions about student life at UNLV. So start sharing your questions in the chat, and we'll see how many of them we have time to get to. Now I'm going to pass it over to my named twin, Sarah, in Studio B to get this panel started. Sarah, take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Daly. I'm the Orientation and Student Transition Program Coordinator here at UNLV, and we are so excited to have you all here joining us today virtually, and we're so excited for our students to share some of their experiences. So just like my named twin mentioned, in the chat, please feel free to drop any questions that you might have so that these students can answer those for you. So first, we're going to get started with introductions, and I'm going to have Michaela go ahead and introduce herself first.
Wonderful. Hello, party people. Like Sarah said, my name is Michaela. I am a second year, or going into my second year here at UNLV. I am a hospitality major with a minor in Spanish. Besides being an orientation leader, I'm also part of our Residence Hall Association. I'm a part of CSUN, which is our student government, the Women of Color Coalition, and DECA. So I'm involved in a lot of things, and I'm super excited to hear what your questions are today.
All right, thank you, Michaela. And then up next, we're gonna have Tasia Lynn.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tasia Lynn. I go by she, her pronouns. I'm originally from Washington State, but I did graduate from a high school here in Vegas. I'm currently going into my second year pursuing a bachelor's in psych. And apart from being an orientation leader, I am in the Honors College. I am in UNLV's Beyond Thought Creative Arts Journal, our Service Learning and Leadership Organization, UNLV Buddies, which is a tutoring club, and psychology club. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to answering your questions.
All right, and then up next we'll have Haley.
All right, I am last but not least. All right, hello everyone. My name is Haley, and I am let's see, I've just finished my third year, so I'm going into my fourth and final year here at UNLV. I am also in the Honors College, and I'm majoring in international business, and just like Michaela, I am minoring in Spanish. And I'm originally from California, but I have recently moved to Michigan, so that's a long ways away. But I'm super excited to be here today. In terms of involvement, in addition to working as an orientation leader, I also work as a Rebel recruiter, so I'm very active in the Office of Admissions. And I also work as a resident assistant in the Dayton complex. And I am also in a knitting and crochet club within the Honors College and the First Generation Club.
All right, thank you all for sharing. And thanks to those of you that have been throwing those questions in the chat. I'm excited to get to some of those. So the first question I want to start with is from Grace. And that was the question of what is DECA? So we'll go ahead and have Michaela answer that one for you.
What a wonderful question. So DECA has an acronym. I wish I could tell you what that acronym is, but I cannot. What it is a business club. So it gives you different case studies and different things like that based on the section that you want. So for example, since I am a hospitality major, I usually do case studies along the lines of travel and tourism. And so what you are able to do is you go in, they kind of give you like a scenario of, you have this customer who didn't approve of their dolphin sightseeing adventure, and so you need to figure out how you're going to talk your customer through whatever way you're going to solve that issue. And so DECA is just a really neat club to increase your public speaking, and then depending on what kind of business major you're going into, or hospitality or anything like that, then helping you expand your knowledge on those things. So yeah.
All right. Thank you, Michaela. The next one I want to go to is from Clarissa. And that question is, do y'all have any advice on how not to get lost on campus? And we're going to start with Haley on that one.
All right, so yes, on my first year, I'll admit I'm not proud of it, but I got lost several times. I would definitely recommend before the first day of classes, print out your schedule with the locations of all your classes, and also print out a map. What helped me was to actually map out my schedule from day to day. So I would have like a color for Monday, Wednesday, and a color for Tuesday, Thursday, and then I drew lines from the buildings. And it also helps if you can get on campus early and kind of just take a walk throughout campus. I know it's going to be hot, so bring some water, bring some nice tennis shoes, and wear shorts. But it helps to get on campus and just kind of walk around when you don't have the pressure of trying to get to class on time. So go ahead and stake out your classes early.
And Haley brings up a really, really good point. And fortunately, we will, for this year, as part of our Welcome Day programming, have some tours that we like to call Dude, Where's My Class tours. And it's an opportunity that these orientation leaders and others will help to walk you around and show you where every one of your class buildings are. So we'll partner you up with other students that have classes in similar spaces to kind of help you find those spaces on campus. And Tasia Lynn, did you have anything to add to that one?
Not really. Haley basically covered it, but I will say I will be one of the people giving tours. So, sign up for a tour. I'll take you around campus.
All right, perfect. Thank you. And my next question is from Pearson, and that is, what was it like when you officially started college on day one? And we'll let Michaela share first.
That was a wonderful question. Day one, I first, woke up with a whole bunch of nerves, like, oh my gosh, I'm like actually in college. What is this going to be like? And then, the nerves went up after I had like my first cup of coffee, because, you have to have that first cup of coffee on your first school day. Definitely called my parents at least 3 times throughout the day just to make sure that I was like supposed to be in college, that whole type of vibe. But it was a really great experience. After the first day, I was really comfortable knowing where my classes are, knowing, who is in my classes, and making those friends and being able to have those connections. So it's a really great opportunity. It was super warm and nice. So I was like, in my cute little first day outfit or whatever. So it was a good day. I have to say, it was a good day.
All right. Thank you, Michaela. And our next question from Angelina is, when did you start to join clubs? And we'll go to Tasia Lynn first.
That's an awesome question. And as someone who is a part of many clubs, it makes me very happy to answer this. I honestly started like right from the get-go. Right before school had even started, I had browsed around the Involvement Center for UNLV. You can check out involvementcenter.unlv.edu to find all the different clubs and organizations we have here on campus. We have more than 400 registered student organizations, so there's something for everyone. But I kind of went on there and I got involved immediately, found things I was interested in, and just kind of stuck my foot out. I was like, hey, are you guys looking for people? Can I join? Is it okay that I'm a freshman? Like, it was pretty scary, but everyone at UNLV is really warm and welcoming, and it was just amazing to get involved right from the start.
And Haley, did you want to add on to that one?
Yeah, sure. So for my personal experience, I know I went into college very shy, and I'm a very different person now than when I first started. And one of my goals going into college was to kind of reinvent myself and improve my social skills and my comfort with other people. And my strategy to do that was to just jump into any kind of club. If I thought it sounded cool, if I was interested in it, join. And then it gives you something to talk about with the members. That's kind of an icebreaker. And so I jumped into a lot of clubs over my freshman year and especially in my sophomore year. And, you know, I did everything from book clubs to, I was also temporarily in the creative arts journal that Tasia's in, and a number of other service-based and other kinds of organizations. I will say, though, I did have to cut back a little bit when I got into my junior year because it started to be a lot to handle once I started working as well. So don't be afraid to join a few clubs that you're interested in, but keep in mind the long term as well, because I unfortunately was not able to continue with some of those clubs because I decided to focus on work instead. So keep that in mind. Make sure you are always thinking in terms of those 4 years that you'll be here, because you don't want to overcommit to too many things at once. So definitely, I would recommend getting involved your freshman year, but not to the point where you can't take on other responsibilities as you continue.
All right, thank you for those words of advice, Haley, which is a good segue a little bit into Piper's question that I'll just address. And that question had to deal with, will there be opportunities to join clubs and organizations in the spring semester? And just like Haley said, there's multiple opportunities to join clubs. So if you don't want to get involved in everything right at the start of the fall, we have an involvement fair every semester. So if you get involved in a few things in the fall, you can always go to the involvement fair in the spring and then join a couple more things. So my next question is kind of a two-parter question, and it's from Sydney. And that's, what is your favorite place on campus? And what are some good places to work in Las Vegas or on campus? So we'll start with Michaela, and then I'll let some other folks jump in if they want to chime in on either part of those questions.
Great two-parter question. I love a two-parter question. So to answer your first question, I think my favorite place on campus is the gym, just because there are different things that I can go do to work out. So there's a track so I can run, there's a swimming pool so I can swim, there's a treadmill so then I can like pretend like I'm running and I'm not actually running. So different things like that. So I absolutely love the gym. There are so many different options to do activities in there, so many different classes. So I love that. And then to answer your question about working on campus, I think I'm going to take that one. There's this really cool thing that UNLV offers called Handshake, where you can find all of the on-campus jobs and opportunities. So I highly recommend, if you are wanting to work on campus, to go check out that Handshake app and see what jobs are available on campus.
I was muted. Uh-oh. Haley or Tasia Lynn, would you like to jump in about more on jobs on campus? Tasia?
I was worried you were muted, Sarah, but it's all good. We're working through it. Yeah, so apart from like looking around on Handshake, also keep an eye out for all the newsletters and emails that are going out, because there are plenty of job opportunities, especially through UNLV, that are going out in those emails. And that's kind of how I was able to find some opportunities for me. Like, I am working with our student or service learning and leadership organization, and I found that through the newsletter that went out like my first week or two. So those are definitely good resources to look out for. And yeah, if you're looking to work, a lot of jobs at UNLV are really good about accommodating your schedule and your personal life as well. So you kind of get that balance between work and school and all that other stuff.
All right, so our last question for today is one of my absolute favorite questions, and that is, if you all could time travel and go back and give freshman you, first year you, one piece of advice, what advice would you give yourself? And for this one, we are going to go ahead and start with Michaela.
Man, what a great question to ask. So if I could go back and tell my freshman self one piece of advice, I think it would be that I don't have to do everything at once. As a freshman, your schedule fills up very quickly with all of the events and all of the different things that you want to do. But also you have to remember to take the time to be that college student, have that college experience, make friends, be social, do everything. Everything does not have to be jam-packed into one day or 1 week or 1 month. There are 4 years in the college experience, so take all 4 years to do everything that you want to do, and don't jam-pack it all in your freshman year. So that's my piece of advice.
And then Tasia Lynn.
To piggyback off of Michaela, I would definitely recommend, don't be afraid to reach out for help. That is one of the biggest things. You know, for me, I take mental health and self-care very seriously. And, you know, you have to be able to support yourself throughout your college years, whether that's getting involved or, you know, with your academic life. It can get really overwhelming really fast. So don't be afraid to seek help from our different resource centers here. I can't name them off the top of my head, so I'm gonna have to call a friend. But, you know, utilize those things. Also, reach out to your professors, your academic advisors. They will be there for you. We're here for you as orientation leaders. If you need any support at all throughout this summer, I've got you.
All right, and then last but not least, Haley.
All right, so I guess I think this is a great way to end this. I guess I would tell myself, my freshman year me, to just savor it a little more. I didn't realize how much I would change as a person, how much my commitments would change, how short a semester in college really is until I was much further along. And I kind of wish that I had kind of savored it a little more and really lived in the moment and appreciated my classes, my friends, the extra time that I had, my extracurriculars. You know, just really keep in mind, be grateful for them, and really soak it all in, because you never know when a new opportunity will come along. You never know, you know, when something will happen and you'll have to change your schedule, things like that. And in general, you have to also keep in mind a semester in college is a lot shorter than a year in high school. And so you'll be cycling through professors a lot quicker. Be sure to keep in contact with the ones that you really like, because you might not have an opportunity to take their class again. So again, reach out to them through office hours, and, you know, contact them through email, because they're really great people that you might want to keep in your life. And so definitely recommend reaching out, stay in contact, savor it.
All right, thank you all for that awesome advice. I know that these incoming students will appreciate all of those words of wisdom. For my students that had questions that we didn't have time to get to today, the good news is you do have a second opportunity to hear from orientation leaders later today. After your academic advising presentation, you'll have some Q&A time just to answer any more of those questions that you may have. But also, very soon, your orientation leader, if they have not already, will be calling you, and as well as they will also be emailing you very soon with their Monday meetups, which is an opportunity to meet with your orientation leader and other incoming students and ask questions and get any of your fears taken care of. So we hope you enjoyed our student panel today. And now I'm going to go ahead and toss it back to my name twin, Sarah, over in Studio B.
Thank you so much to our amazing student panelists. The conversation definitely doesn't stop here today, so be sure to reach out and connect with our orientation leaders throughout the summer. Okay, Ryan, I think it's time to go over some next steps.
I absolutely agree. So we went over a lot of information today, but we're going to go over now how to prepare for your first semester at UNLV and the next steps you will need to complete in order to finish your new student orientation today. All the information I'm about to go over is available in your new student orientation web campus course that you will be completing after this live session. So let's get started. So first things first, there are many opportunities and resources available to you here at UNLV that our staff and students are eager to share with you all. Now, the Summer Transition Series virtual events take place on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays all summer long. So here's the first one. It is Living on Campus. So we look forward to welcoming you to your new home here on campus. Be sure to attend one of the Housing and Residential Life virtual info sessions that are offered every other Monday to learn more about how to prepare for move-in, understand the roommate selection process, hear about dining plans, and so much more. Take note of the important deadlines on the screen. All students with the first year housing requirement are expected to attend one of these sessions. I know a few of you had questions about housing. Check out that one. Now on Wednesdays, we'll be hosting a variety of presentations and workshops to help you with paying for college. I highly recommend you attend these sessions. We'll be hosting sessions about scholarships, financial aid, verification, savings and budgeting, tuition and payment plans, and so much more. Now every Friday, we'll be hosting either a student life and community session or a student support and academic enrichment session. All new UNLV students are required to attend both of these sessions. I'll break them down for you and the information. So the first one is the student life and community sessions. These focus on campus life and the benefits of being involved, the student diversity, and finding your sense of belonging here on campus at UNLV. It will also include a breakout session followed by a virtual fair featured our student organizations highlighting their involvement opportunities. And then the student and support and academic enrichment session focuses on the importance of earning a degree, having a mentor, managing your time, and maintaining wellness. It will also include a breakdown session from the departments listed on your screen and a virtual session. Now you're probably wondering that so many sessions, where do I go to them all? I'm glad you asked. You're going to go to the website listed on your screen to view the calendar and register for these sessions as soon as possible. I am very excited to share that when you fill out the survey after each session that you do, you'll be entered into a drawing for a scholarship, and we'll be awarding that during UNLV Creates, and I'll actually be the one polling that. So good luck to all of you. Now it's important to check your My UNLV account often. You can view updates through the various information tiles on your Rebel student homepage. So let's check out some of the tiles and kind of learn a little bit more about them. First one is the task tile. You can check this to complete items on your to-do list and check for any important information and messages on your communication center. Next is the enrollment tile. Your class schedule is ready for you to see today in the enrollment tile. You'll hear much more about your schedule today during your academic advising presentation later today. And the next one is the financial aid tile. So you can view the financial aid tile to review and accept or decline your awards. You can also view your balance and consider payment options on the My Account tile. So be sure to attend the UNLV Tuition and Payment Options virtual info session offered on Wednesdays to learn more about all this information. Now, students attending UNLV must meet the immunization requirements. These must be submitted before you start the first semester. Proof of immunizations are submitted through the Self-Service Help Center as soon as possible to prevent registration holds in the future. Now, the proof of the COVID-19 vaccine is not currently required in Nevada schools. While UNLV is not currently requiring the proof of the vaccine, we strongly encourage all students, faculty, and staff to get the COVID-19 vaccine as soon as possible. Now, the Family Educational Right and Privacy Act, also known as FERPA, is a federal law that's designed to protect your privacy as a student, your educational records, and some examples of these are your academic records, financial records, and your student conduct file. You can choose to grant third-party access to your educational records, for example, maybe parents, legal guardians, spouses, anyone in that area, and you can grant third-party access, and that's managed through your My UNLV account in your My UNLV account. Now, your Rebel Mail is your UNLV student email. This is UNLV's official means of communication with you and is required for all students. Rebel Mail is powered by Gmail, and you also get access to all the wonderful tools in the Google Suite. Now you can activate your Rebel Mail as soon as possible if you have not done so already. Now when you come to campus, UNLV does offer free and secure Wi-Fi to all UNLV students through EduRoam network. Follow the online instructions to configure your device. Each device that you have, once you set up your EduRoam account, on each device it will automatically connect in the future. Now on the other topic of digital environments, we have the Rebel Safe. Rebel Safe is a mobile safety app here on campus. You can download the app today on your mobile device and it'll provide you with many features you can use to help keep you safe on campus. You'll see instructions on how to download the app and more information about campus safety at UNLV in your web campus course. Now, whether you're commuting to campus or living on campus year-round, there are a few different permits available for you to meet your needs. A parking permit is required to park on campus pretty much anywhere. Purchase your parking permits online when it becomes available starting August 1st. And now the easiest way to get your textbook is through your My UNLV account actually. On there you can see your textbook list will be available when it gets closer to the start of the semester. So you have your classes, you may not have your textbooks right now in the list of those. You can find a list of this through your My Custom Textbook List button on your My UNLV account under the enrollment tile. You can choose between new or used books or even request to buy the books or rent the books or maybe get digital books that I can have on my big iPad. And that's about it. So from my side, and I'm going to pass it on over to my co-host for more things about how to get ready for your first semester from a current student to new student. So take it away, Sarah.
Are y'all interested to work on campus? Well, there are a wide variety of student jobs available each year. So check out the UNLV Career Services website and begin searching for available job opportunities. I did that, I took that opportunity, and look at me now. This is a pretty great gig, I can say, on my part. And you can also join the incoming class Facebook group. Stay connected with your fellow Rebels and your orientation leaders, and be sure to join today. You can also visit our student-run blog, The Rebel Rundown. This is an insider guide to UNLV filled with tips and advice from current students, so check it out this summer. Y'all also need to activate your UNLV student ticket account and join the rebellion. UNLV Athletics is an NCAA Division I and a member of the Mountain West Athletic Conference. As a student at UNLV, you get free tickets to all of UNLV's home games. This even includes access to the brand new Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders and UNLV football. Your Rebel card is your official student ID for UNLV. Instructions on how to create your Rebel card are included in the web campus course that you'll be completing shortly. You'll receive more details about how to get your card after you create your ID online. Start your new life as a Rebel by diving into the spirit and pride of UNLV's Welcome Weeks. UNLV Creates is our big event that officially kicks off and welcomes the Welcome Weeks, and as your first day as a UNLV Rebel. Welcome Weeks is 6 weeks packed with events where you'll interact with fellow students and learn about campus life, as well as exploring your new home at UNLV. More details will be sent to you later this summer. We can't wait to see you at the group meetup later today. I'm really excited to see some of y'all, and I hope you were able to learn something new, and I'm going to pass it back over to Ryan to wrap up this portion and get you all over to your academic advising sessions.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Sarah. And you all did it. You finished the first half of your orientation with us today. I say again, your first half, so you're not done yet. Don't worry, we've still got a lot in store for you. Now it's time for you to join the second half with your academic advisor in Web Campus. I know you all have had some questions about where to go from here. Well, so I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. So here's an overview of what to expect during the second half of your orientation day. So this will include a live virtual academic advising presentation. Then you'll complete the new student orientation quiz, and then you'll finish by joining the orientation group meetup that you just heard a little bit about. You'll access all of these sessions through the new student orientation course located in your Web Campus dashboard. Now, once you've logged into Web Campus, you're going to click on the new student orientation course. This course will appear next to your online pre-orientation course on your Web Campus dashboard. This is different than your online pre-orientation. So I know you all did your online pre-orientation. There was another one. So this is a brand new one. It just got added to your account. So surprise, congratulations, you're doing this one now. But it's a lot of good information. So be sure to go to the correct course because we want you to get credit for today. You'll start by joining a live academic advising presentation, and be sure to join the session on time. It begins at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is in just a little bit of time. And then when you do that, the link to access the live session will be on the course homepage of the new student orientation course in Web Campus. And then after the academic advising presentation, you'll need to complete the new student orientation course. You'll see a button for the course homepage that allows you to get started. You must successfully complete the quiz and earn the badge today in order to complete the new student orientation. The orientation on your My UNLV account will be removed 24 hours from today if and only if you complete the course and finish the quiz. After you complete the course quiz, you'll end the day with the orientation group meetup. The meetup will begin around 4 and is available until 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The link to access this live meetup is located on the congratulations page after you successfully complete the quiz. So if you want to talk to your advisor, make sure to complete the quiz and you'll get the link for that. It's the only way to talk with your academic advisors with that. During the meetup, you'll meet with fellow classmates, get your questions answered from your academic advisors, and celebrate the first official day as a rebel. Oh, so much information, but a lot of good information. So that wraps up the first half of our new student orientation.
Now be sure to log into Web Campus and join the live academic advising presentation that begins at 3 p.m. Pacific Time and pass that quiz.
So you can access your Web Campus course by logging in with your ACE account to it.unlv.edu/webcampus. If you have questions or issues logging in, you can contact our orientation hotline until 5 p.m. today at 702-774-8004. The number is right above where we are. And then if you have any questions after that, or you need to contact us, you can call our orientation, you can email us at orientation@unlv.edu. And that's about it for all of us. So thank you all for joining us here today. Sarah, do you want to say anything?
Congratulations and go Rebels!
Yep, go Rebels over to your Web Campus. Thanks everyone, good to see you in the chat. Head over to Web Campus.